comments to make, because I feel like they come the most from my heart as opposed to my more comedic stuff. And today's an also extra special version because, drumroll please, I asked you guys a while back on my Instagram what things you guys are personally struggling with that I can directly address in this video. But before we begin with the more personalized stuff, I want to, I'm so sorry, talk about my own problems. So things I've currently been struggling with have been anxiety, mainly. I get really severe social anxiety, test anxiety, and also success anxiety. I don't know if that's the correct term, but I get really worried academically that I'm going to fail. I've maintained a 4.0 throughout school, so yeah, there's a reason for that. It's all that bubbling inside my heart. Maybe my stomach right now. I'm so sorry if you hear that. But that anxiety, it fully takes over me. There are times when people have thought my Life 360 was glitching because I've spent the entire week at home, and because I've been afraid to leave my house, just because I get really anxious seeing people. Sometimes I get in these moods where I feel like if I go outside, I'll just be stared at, or I'll be perceived in a way that I'm not comfortable being perceived. But along with that, with my success anxiety, I get worried that I'll get a bad grade or, something like that. So what helps me with my anxiety is watching ASMR. So if you struggle with anxiety like me, you're already doing a great first step. But also, if you are someone where interactions in general can make you anxious, I turn off my notifications on my phone. I have all Instagram notifications turned off. I have message notifications turned off. I have basically all social medias turned off. And that helps me just stay off my phone. But also, it helps me regulate how I feel without catering too much to other people. Because what I found is when I spend too much time on my phone, I get caught up in my own head, and it takes away from my own personal happiness. So what I do is I put like a do not disturb option on my iPhone settings, and I have it set so only really my family members and my best friend can contact me, and that way I can focus on myself and maintaining my own happiness. And this is especially important to me during exam season because, as I said, I get really bad exam anxiety. If you're someone that also struggles with test anxiety like I do, very severely, that I get nauseous before every exam, or even simple social events, I get really anxious. If you're someone like that, something that has helped me is deep breathing exercises. That is what everyone will tell you, but is genuinely the only way to keep stuff down. So we're gonna do a deep breathing exercise together, okay? So, ready? Take one deep breath. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Wonderful. So, now that I've talked about my own anxiety and what helps me, so ASMR, deep breathing, talking about it, and turning off notifications, those things all help me. Now let's get to what you guys need to hear. Okay, so hopefully my audio doesn't cut out because I'm recording audio on my phone. So let's see. Let's see what you guys said. Archived stories. And let's see. Okay, perfect. Oh, okay, so this is a good one. I always struggle with comparing how far in life I am with how my peers are doing. This is a very common one. I struggle with this all the time, especially I see people from high school who have all these friends and go to all these events and be so much more successful, you know, or picking a major that's going to be more successful than mine. I'm a journalism major, so it's actually one of the, I think, one of the highest college degrees to cause people to drop out, so, but we get paid horribly, so it's like barely worth it, but I do really enjoy my major. But I think when it comes to viewing other people's lives and reflecting your own off of it, you kind of have to really mentally work on understanding that other people and how other people choose to live their lives, especially if you're viewing it on social media, is not going to be accurate. People, what they post online is going to be the best versions of themselves and the best version of their success. So when someone posts something, it is the best version of what is going on. If they didn't post it, that means it wasn't good enough to be posted, if that makes sense. And if it's with someone that you know in person, or people that you know in person, your path in life is special because it's yours. Where you are in life and what track you want to be on in life is special because you're the one who's making the decisions, right? Life is not about success in comparison to other people. Life is about individual success, who you are, what your happiness is. If other people you see are successful, just know that your own success needs to be independent, and your success does not have to be in a timely manner. There is no such thing as a timely manner for success. You can't wager your life and critique your life on the basis of other people's lives, because realistically, they're probably also struggling and probably have the same struggles as you, and they're also comparing themselves with other people. Everyone in life is constantly observing and comparing themselves to others, right? So it isn't beneficial to you to constantly look to others and derive your success on the basis of theirs, because your success needs to be individual. The steps that you take in life are special because they're yours. You are special. You are special. You are special. You are special. If you see my nails, ignore them. They're like broken. You are special. You are special. You are special. You are special. You're loved. And your success is not success on the basis of others. Your success is unique because you are special and you work hard, okay? Your success is important because it's yours. Your success is important because it's yours. Okay guys, I'm so sorry about that jump there. My camera battery was really low and I didn't want to die mid-recording, so we're gonna continue. But yes, your success is independent, so don't look to others. Okay, let's see another one. Struggles with mental health and self-esteem. I, surprisingly enough, do also struggle with my self-esteem. I have criticisms about myself. I mean, I have really bad natural under eye bags, not to point out all my flaws to you guys. And, you know, other physical things. I don't want to talk about my looks with my physical. I'm not trying to, like, look for compliments. But I also have self-esteem issues, and I think that anyone can have self-esteem issues. You know, I think that self-esteem is something that everyone struggles with. When you look towards other people on the basis of what you look like, and you're like, oh, this person looks so much better than me, you're obviously gonna struggle, you know? And some things we just can't change. We are born we are born with our faces. We cannot control them. I got a comment once that was like, you won the facial lottery, but that's literally it. Like, some people just get really lucky with their looks, and some people just get really insanely lucky with, you know, having good skin, having good hair. I mean, I constantly fight with my hair. I feel like my hair never works for me. I feel like I'm constantly trying to fix it, and no matter what I do, I can't fix it. I use serums to grow my hair. I use serums to grow my eyelashes. You know, and some people definitely focus more on looks than other people. So, if that's not a part of your self-esteem issues, then you could be talking about internally, like, you think that you're a bad person, or you're struggling with self-worth. And to that I say, I have cried many times recently because I have sat here and worried that I'm not a good person, and I've sat here and I've worried that I've been like, why don't people want to be my friend? But at the end of the day, if you are sitting here and you're worrying about whether or not you're good enough, or whether or not you're, you know, a good person, if you are worrying about those things, then you probably are worth a lot more than other people. Because let's face it, people that are bad people don't question whether or not they're bad people. You are good. You are good. You have pure intentions. You are kind. You are loved. You are cherished. 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 So, I think I should just say some phrases that have helped me. So, ready? You are valid. You are valid. You are valid. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid. Who you are is valuable. Who you are is valuable. No one hates you. No one hates you. You are kind-hearted. You are kind-hearted. You are well-intended. You are well-intended. You are cherished. 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 It's okay to be anxious. It's okay to be sad. Any feelings you hold or harbor are valuable, but I hope you receive peace. I know you will receive peace. Okay, now let's continue, guys. Okay, imposter syndrome. Ooh, this is a good one. So, I don't personally struggle with imposter syndrome, but I know many people who do, and worrying that what you do isn't the same as other people is so normal. Like, okay, let's switch perspective. I have a friend whose major is computer science, crazy impressive, but they always struggle with imposter syndrome. And you know what's crazy? Most people in this field suffer from imposter syndrome. Everyone suffers from it, okay? Every single person. And I'm saying that as someone who also has family that works in technology. Most people, especially in a field as developing and vastly developing as something like technology or technological based things, the fast developments make it so you have to constantly learn new things, I'm assuming. So you constantly feel like you don't know enough and that you're not worthy of being in the position that you're in. So there's people in large fields who all think this way. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them person in this entire world who can understand what you're thinking, why you're thinking it, and how you're thinking it. Everyone else on this planet also has this same conundrum going on inside their noggin about whether or not they're good enough regarding self-esteem, with their own anxiety, seeing other people. Everyone else has all these thoughts also going on inside their noggin, okay? So just know that when you struggle with imposter syndrome, that it is all inside your own head. 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 I'm so sorry about that burp, but also this pimple. It's not a good sight, I promise you. Not a good sight. Okay. I'm really unsure on how to get over someone at the moment, or how to understand my feelings. Okay. For me, when I think get over, I think friendship, but if you're talking about friendship or relationship, I feel like it can go the same way. So, I recently reached out to a friend of mine. Well, I don't know if I can call her a friend, but she was a friend of mine back in high school, and we drifted when college started mainly, and that was partly due to a time difference from where she goes to school, but also just she had other priorities, right? And I took her distancing from me very personally, because I got in my own head and I wondered, what did I do wrong to make myself not a valuable enough person to keep in your life, you know? And I kept having reoccurring dreams about her and of us being friends again, and that was my subconscious basically telling me that I needed to find closure. And I don't recommend you do what I did, but I reached out to her and I told her, hey, I keep having these dreams about us being close again, so I just wanted to reach out, something along those lines. And she responded really nicely, and we might see each other over winter break. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to happen though, but you know, I reached out for my own closure, but instead of reaching out to the person, what I would recommend you do, this might not work for everyone because I'm a big writing person, but if you write out your feelings, that might help. Some people just type in their notes app, other people might make a blog post, or even like reach out to friends and talk about it. There is no shame in struggling to get over people. The relationships that we form in our lives, what is a multiple, in our life is very valuable to us, because in my opinion, life is all about connections you form with other people. I think that is the joy of life. Like, that is truly the reason why I live. The connections that we form with other people. So it's only natural to struggle to get over any sort of relationship with someone. But the best thing you can do for your own sanity is to find a healthy outlet for that. I wouldn't recommend reaching out unless you make bad decisions like me. But if you do need a way to get over it, I truly recommend writing about it. I wish I just wrote about it in my diary, because I have one of those that I've had since 2017, might I add. Highly impressive, I know. So my recommendation would just be to write it out. It's completely normal. It's completely normal to struggle to get over people. Completely normal, because realistically, it's really hard. It's so hard to forget people that you once valued, or you think about valuing, or potentially valuing, or you see the potential in someone. It's so hard because naturally you want the best for that person, but you also want to be there with it's not for the best. Write about it. Honestly, it's an amazing outlet. Doesn't have to be just like, I'm really sad because blah 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 blah. You can write poetry or music. That stuff always helps me. Always. Okay, so now I'm back to positive affirmation time. Ready? Positive affirmation break. Ready? You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are appreciated. You are appreciated. You are appreciated. You are valued. You are valued. You are valued. And you are wonderful. Wonderful. Sometimes people ask me, why do you keep looking this way? Especially when I do stuff like this, because this is a circle shape and the viewfinder is a, and I like knowing where my hands are on the screen. It's so bad, I know, but I don't know where they are. So, yeah. How to study. Ooh, this is a good one because I just studied for a final. What helps me study? Honestly, some people recommend music, and music is fine, but it can kind of distract me. What helps me? Take my phone, put it away. It's gone, nowhere near me, because my brain hates studying. It's naturally like, nope, don't want to do this, So it like, my hands gravitate towards my phone. So the best way to help yourself is to take that phone and put it somewhere you can't immediately touch it. Because for me, I won't get up and get my phone. You know, I'm not gonna try to get up and get my phone. I have arthritis and I'm also lazy. So, but I'm not gonna try and get up and get my phone. So if my phone's somewhere else, I'm not gonna retrieve it, you know? So, move your phone, get to a comfortable position, get all of your materials out. Everyone's learning style is slightly different, so some people may thrive by writing out their notes. That helps some people memorize. For me, I use text to speech, and I read out my textbooks and or parts I need to study, and that helps me when I have text to speech because it helps me kind of ingrain the information in my brain better. So try that out. It's honestly my biggest studying hack. I also, this is not an ad, I also use this app called Kami, Kami .app, and it's a web browser. It's not an app. It's like on the web. It's on the internet. Okay, it's on Chrome, and it has been so helpful to me. I can easily highlight things, take notes. It's made my life so much easier because it has all these features that are completely free that other sites make you pay for, like OCR. Yeah, it's on there. Highlighting stuff, it's on there. Making comments, it's on there. So, and I can also text to speech on the Kami app. Not with the Kami app. I use a different thing for that, but you can totally do that. That was not sponsored, by the way. I've never had a sponsor before. So, yeah, okay. Okay. So, more positive affirmations for you guys. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. It's hard now. It may be hard now to get through it, but you'll get there eventually. I promise. If you are struggling to persevere through something, it may be tough currently, but it will be worth it in the end, and you will get to the final destination that you desire. So study hard, you will succeed. Okay. Oh, okay. So, if you worry that you are unlovable, welcome to the club. Me too. And honestly, the only thing that has helped me only thing, or maybe I'm just human, but the only thing that is, I'm so sorry for touching my hair. The only thing that has helped me combat this feeling of being unlovable is recognizing that there is a person for somebody. There is going to be somebody out there that values you. I always thought I was a hard personality type to get along with. My personality has changed thousands of times, I would say. When I was younger, I was very energetic. You know, I would still say my personality is a very much acquired taste, but my personality was very energetic, and I wondered, actually relatively recently, you know, what made me so unliked. The thing is, I had friends, I had countless friends, but they were all the type of friends that were like mean to your face, you know, but as a joke. And growing up, that like hurt in my soul. Like, there's only so many times people can make fun of your laugh before you start to hate your own laugh too, you know. And I think those types of things really form how we perceive ourselves. Our childhood really forms how we perceive ourselves today. And the struggle of feeling like you're unlovable is such a human one, I think. I think everyone worries that we're not good enough or we're not worthy of being loved, but just know you are worthy of being loved. If it's not your current partner, it will be someone in the future. If you don't have anyone right now, there will be someone in the future. Who you surround yourself with is constantly changing. Who you are is constantly changing. And other people's perceptions of you don't define you. You are lovable. You are completely lovable. Even if you feel like everyone in the world despises you, I promise you, there is at least one person that thinks you are worthy of love. Okay? You are worthy of love. You are worthy of love. Okay, this is getting to be a really long video, I think. Oh my god, this is a half an hour long video already. Oh my goodness. Okay, please affirm students are studying. Okay. I think, oh my god, just already half an hour long. I think that this is going to be one of my last ones. But I'm going to go through and see if there's any more, because I truly love talking about self-help and stuff like this, because I struggle with it all the time. Literally all the time. Especially since my period is coming soon. I cry over literally everything. Guys, I cried today. This is so embarrassing. Okay, guys, don't make fun of me. I cried today because my Taco Bell didn't have Baja Blast. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, if you're a student who's studying, I gave a lot of studying tips already, but I'm telling you right now that you will pass, okay? Just study as much as you can. You're honestly never gonna know everything. You can't walk into an exam expecting to know everything. It's literally impossible. You can't predict what the professor is going to put on the exam, or what the administration's going to put on the exam, or what, say you're like in school or like high school, what your teachers are going to put on the exam. You are never going to know, okay? And you also can't say how they're going to grade you. You have no way of determining that. All you can do is study your hardest, put your heart into it, but get a good night's rest before your exam. Do not stay up all night. If I catch any of you fellow students staying up all night to study, we're gonna have to have a word with each other and tussle, okay? Not acceptable. Not acceptable. Not acceptable. Not acceptable. Oh, please tell us if you practice appreciation and how you would do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a really good question. So, my friends and I, in a group chat, I have like 4 close just like a good luck message. So it's me and my female friend and 2 guy friends, and we're all kind of doing this. So I send things from my Pinterest personally, because I made a Pinterest board about positive affirmations and things that make me happy and things that help me stay grounded. I think, honestly, looking at positive affirmations and saying them to yourself or saying them to other people helped me mentally put it inside my own brain, because as much as anyone can sit there and tell you how amazing you are, I feel like it's completely different when you look at words and find truth within those words and then mirror that within yourself. I think it takes practice, and the best way of doing it is thinking about those words with a clean mind and with a full heart. I think that's what's helped me. How to handle mental health. So, things I do to better my mental health. If things bring you anxiety, get rid of them. Bye. If people bring you anxiety, talk about it with them, and if they don't understand, bye. You don't need to have certain people in your life, okay? It's not a rule. Who made the rules for life, okay? I didn't, but I'm saying for my life that if someone is bringing me bad energy and ruining my mental health, not associating with them anymore. Don't need to put up with it. You truly, truly don't. Bad people don't deserve a place in your heart. They don't. They simply don't. What also helps my mental health is not checking social media so much. I feel like the more I check what other people are doing, the more it stresses me out that I'm not doing enough. Sleeping. Sleeping helps your mental health. I wouldn't really know, but it's supposed to be good for you, okay? So try and get some good sleep. Try to fall asleep after this video. Take a few deep breaths if you have to. Take 3 milligrams of melatonin. Do not take any more. I take 6. Don't be like me. Just, take breaks when you have to. Allow yourself the leeway to recognize that you're human, okay? All humans make mistakes. It is so insanely normal to make mistakes, and you can't blame yourself for making those mistakes. You're going to make mistakes, and that's literally the joy of life. The joy of life is literally messing up and then fixing it in your brain mentally. Like, I think about it like this. When I think about mistakes that I've made, I recognize that if I never made those mistakes, I wouldn't be the person I am today, because I wouldn't be reflecting in the same way. Does that make sense? I wouldn't have changed my outlook, or who I am just simply wouldn't have been created, if that makes sense, I hope that makes sense. Anything that brings you dissatisfaction doesn't have to be in your life. I promise you it doesn't have to be. Do what you can to make yourself happy. Okay. Obviously within reason. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to look for more stuff. Accepting a lack of control. This is also a good one. So, you can't control everything in life. You simply can't. You can't control everything in life. If you could, life would be very boring. You need to let life take its course. And when stuff happens, all you can do is face it head on. You can't control everything, and that's okay. You can't control everything, and that's okay. You're not going to be able to control everything. You can't control people. You can't control perception, and you most definitely can't control your own mind. But what you can do is learn how to train yourself and understand yourself, and you can learn to love who you are. So, you can't control everything. You can't control everything, and that's okay. If you can't sleep in the dark, that's kind of really scary. I feel like when I was younger I couldn't sleep in the dark, but now I need to only sleep in the dark. If there is light in my room, I cannot sleep. But if you struggle to sleep in the dark, just know the monsters are not real. They will not get you. And if you overthink like me and think someone has broken into your house, actually, this is bad advice. Don't do this, but I lock my door. Whenever I get really anxious and I overthink, I lock my door. If a fire happens, I'm gone. I'm gone. Just say your prayers. I'm done already. Honestly, you know what's the crazy thing about this? I'm reading all these entries and I'm getting the same things over and over. And if that doesn't tell you that everyone has the same problems, I don't know what does. And the crazy thing is, I also relate to all of these. Literally all of them. I get it. So my ending statement is, don't give up. Life is hard, but that's the joy of life. Just please remember to always stick along for the ride. I love and appreciate every single one of you. So if someone hasn't told you that they love you today, I love you. Okay? Please sleep well and take care. The video has been so